G'day viewer as well. Got someone that really needs an upright freezer urgently, and I've since troubleshooted no leaks in the system in this, although it was out of gas when I got it. I've put some high chill -30 in here, and it started working real nicely, but the compressor kept cutting in and being hard to start. It's like, what's going on here? When it was running fine, and I did a couple of turn-off cycles and it coasted, it had an ear to it, and it coasted down like I set it normal. It didn't sound like it was seizing up and anything. Anyway, it was alright. It was getting cold. Oh yeah, it wasn't reliable. It was stopping and starting. I thought there was a bad connection somewhere. Trying to find where this bad connection was, and I've taken the starting relay off. I've cleaned it out with a contact cleaner. But looking at the overload just gone. It's just fatigued and failed. So I have to replace this overload, which I've got spares for this. It's not a Brazilian made Embraco. It's been weathered, this fridge. It's been sitting out in the weather for a bit. I'm going to put a washer on here. It does work quite well though, when it does work. But this will make someone a nice upright freezer, which I really need. It's, yeah, still will see better days. But it is actually working. Like the internal fold is good. It's just the outer fold is sun baked. It's almost a decade out in the weather. You don't get durability like this with the Chinese shit you get nowadays. Bit of a warp, but I've got to get some feet for this thing now. This feature's got to be used, so I've got to get some more feet. I'll probably have some in the car here. I have one I've got from that. I've got one, but I have another one. I need two. Yeah, I've used one. The black feet that screw in there with a big nut, which so they fall off when you move these sorts of fridges. Oh, well, I'll get one. But that service valve was on there when I got it, so it had had a regas in the past. So I put Hytrum -30 in here. I put a little bit too much excess, so this gets a bit cold and sweaty, but that's not an issue. Just what a doctor ordered for scrap compressor. Got another one there yet that's gone to earth, and I kept all the bits out of here. Always keep these and the relays too, because they're handy, because they do fail on compressors, so always keep these things. Just take note of the type of full load we're looking at, 1.7 amp, and just note that when you put them on your donor compressor, they're going to be roughly in the same range. So the motor that they're designed for. Easy and simple to replace. Klickson brand. You see it had a bit of oxidation in there. Pretty oxidised. This thing was clogged up with dirt and spiders and everything, so I don't blame it. And there's a new power cord, but it do some connectors on it. We've got little power boards over there. Trying to get my power board. It's all around the other side. Got some VFDs to scrap and choke. VFDs with some nice big capacitors and nice fan in there. And a transformer, handy stuff. Old 22-year-old bloody VFDs are made in America. They're all made in China, VFDs nowadays. Doesn't matter what brand of VFD you buy, they're all Chinese made, except for the really, really high-end ones. But most of the ones we use are Allen and Bradley, which are all Chinese made now. Epcos and Vake and Danfoss made nice VFDs, all German made, but you get less of those now. They're pretty much all being made in China now. Should be able to buy my Bunnings at the supermarket soon. Let's see if it turns on. Yep, that's what it was. It's a bit levelly. Just out of balance. Why, I don't know, but I don't know. Definitely starts better. Because before it was just acting like it wasn't starting. Just so there you go. Because I was saying like the compressor was seizing up, but I found it inconclusive, because when it coasted down it sounded fine. I had an ear to it and I couldn't hear anything obvious in there. to that thing. Gotta love them Junko. Most of the newer Embraco compressors you get into high end, more expensive domestic fridges. They're only about this tall, half that height and size, and have a little inverter that run it, a 3-phase inverter. We're going to fix this up because there's clips that hold these on. A single use only. Not a metal clip, but just a bit cheap in their design. So I'll have to put some zip tie around it. Not even still got gas in it, I hope so. It was holding it for quite a while. And the fan won't run at the top of the hat, that'll run afterwards. It smells good in here. It's cuts to the chase, simple freezer design, and the fan blows and sucks cold air up there. I prefer the ones with these are the evaporators, which are better set up, less to go wrong. Yeah, we gauges up this. Look, I've got pressure on this thing. I'm going to charge this up. What's the leak in this thing, is there? Yeah, that'd be right. There's probably a leak in this thing. I'm not even getting very warm. Might have a leak. Nah, great. I'm going to have to investigate this thing, huh? Put hydrocarbon in here, so the easy way to detect leaks in hydrocarbon is use a match. The burns has got leaks. Man, she makes a lot of racket this thing. Because before it would run and stop and start and stop and start and stop and just not run like it was a bad connection. Ouch, stuff in my way. And that would make sense. You can see where it's been oxidised and been sparking. Here we go, that's all it was. That would make sense now. I'll have to pull this apart. Listen to that thing. I'll have to pull this apart and have a look. See it turned off. What's going on there? Something else is going on here. Weird. What's going on there? This is defrost. Why did it stop? Why did that stop? What else is going on with this thing? No, something else supposed to be wrong with this. Bizarre, 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 bizarre. Yeah, there's gas in it, hear it. Power, the alarm light. No, the alarm light's on. My thermostat playing up? What's going on there? What is going on there? Oh, stupid thing. Click it off. Go again. Try and like it so I can reseat it. The contact in there. No, not helping. Not helping. Why did that stop? What else is a problem in this thing? Strange. Strange. Have yours had to try and dig in my stash and find a bigger sized overload. Now it's working now. But the overload I put on there must have enough a smaller motor compressor. Listen to this thing. I want to extend the wire on that little overload. That wire is too short, it won't sit in there properly. And it shorts out, so I've got to cut that and extend that wire. This thing's out of balance, something figured chronic. How does the compressor just get out of balance? Does the counterweight come off or something in there? That's pretty rattly. One phase, 20 lock rotor amps. Bit unusual for something that small. 20th of Feb 1995. Man, that makes a racket. Zip tie all this bloody pipe work. I hope they're not even happy with that. It is. That little low, isn't it, eh? Yeah, it's in there. That's not got a plot through, I think. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna make a plot rub through. This thing is unbelievably bloody out of balanced. How the hell is a compressor get out balanced? Supposedly the alarm light will go on when it's not cold. This fan does work, it's just got a delay in it for some stupid reason. Getting cold, slowly. It does work though. Yeah, that's getting cold there, starting to sweat there. That little bit of overcharge won't hurt anything. A bit of extra, a little bit of cooling to the compressor. So I put some washers on there. As I said, this stayed out in the weather for quite a while. But they don't make up what freezers this simple and reliable anymore, so. Jesus, that's loud. That is an absolute bloody racket maker. Man, it's loud. That's loud as shit. Bloody loud. What's rattling now? I think the pillow is getting nice and subcooled. That's pretty cool there actually. Subcooling on that capillary, that'll make the system work real nice. Tie this all. I'm gonna zip tie all this as much as I possibly can. But what a racket maker! Holy crap, it's loud. It's resonating. Sound. I'm gonna try and stop that. It's just going to break its spring suspension in there. It's going to keep going like that. There are springs there, spring there. If the springs are going to fail for this. It's noisy. That's just the flux or the slippage in the motor or something. What could be doing that? That's just bizarre. Here, there's like a resonation going on in there. I know I passed all the insulation tests and everything. I didn't measure this thing and it was fine, so can't be damage warning. I know there's because someone desperately needs an upright freezer, but it works fine. It's all really good, but then it makes a racket. I guess if it makes a nice, lovely, soothing sound, it might help put them to sleep, depending on where it's going to be. Wow, that's a noisy ass compressor. I've never seen, like, why would a compressor get so noisy like that? It's more of a magnetic vibration in the motor, sort of a noise. That's bizarre. Apart from noisy fridges and freezers, I've also made an adapter, Milwaukee to Makita, which I didn't put the Makita Milwaukee adapter on there. Oops. Yeah, it's a Makita to Ryobi adapter I made from a dead Ryobi battery, and I can use a Makita to Milwaukee adapter to run that battery on there. And basically, the cells have all gone completely flat, totally dead. So I just gutted it. There's my little adapter there that does Milwaukee to Makita. And I've just taken the bottom off a cheap ass Makita adapter and fastened it to the bottom of a Ryobi battery case. And that's it. Made myself a nice, almost a perfect fit too. Looks good. Now I've got a Milwaukee powered Ryobi appliance. Even though Milwaukee and Ryobi are both owned by Tectonic Industries, so they're in the same family of companies. Works out quite well. I've also tinkered with this thing. It had a slow leak, and I thought, well, I want to just take a gamble and experiment with some stop leak. I've got some stop leak that's designed to go on hermetic electric motor systems, fridge and freezer compressors. Put a bit in there. Oh yeah. Put this in there. Seems like I stopped the leak. But now it's the compressor was running fine. Now I went to restart it and it's locked the compressor up. Gotta love stop leak, eh? Stop the leak and also stop the compressor. Yeah. Done that. Follow the instructions exactly as I said to do. Did exactly what this says. Done all that. Done that. But it's locked up this Tecumseh compressor. Well, see, I could just grind that rod off and I'll cut it open, fix it, reflush it and clean it and put new oil on it and rod it back together. Yeah, it locked it up. There's still plenty of these, plenty of spare ones of these, but I've still got to fix this one. Do a flush and oil change and clean on it. They're bloody good compressors. Yeah, stop leak, eh? Seized the bloody motor up. Ah well, as I said, no loss, nothing to lose. Yeah, it's not getting abnormally hot. That's just normal, so that's just, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this compressor. Don't know how I'm going to make this thing quiet. It's just looks like a nuisance. Bit of sweat. It might just be a nuisance of the ice and moisture dripping at the back of the fridge, but who cares? And the fan still hasn't kicked on yet. Oh, that's weird because there must be some sort of a delay on that fan. There's a delay in there somewhere. When it gets colder, then the fan starts up. Because I know with every other one with the fan like that I've worked on, the fan just goes straight away and just slowly, gradually gets colder and colder. This one's kind of a bizarre one. But it's a Westinghouse Aurora 100% CFC free, frost free freezer. From the mid 90s. By the end of the mid to late 90s and the end of the reliable white good era. Now we've got nothing but bloody junk on the market. And I mean junk. So, bit of a shame. Even commercial fridges are headed that way too. All junk from China prone to evaporator leaks. Hold that. It's quieter. If I bulk this up with some rubber and some zip ties, it's quieter. I'll have to rubberise all this up. Okay, if I put something around here, put it like that, it's quieter. So I'll tie that with some rubber to protect all this, coat it with some rubber, hose or something, I'll tie it back like that. And that'll actually, you got to put a lot of rubber in there. What can I put on there? Might be some insulation, pour noodle. I might pour noodle it all up. That stuff I get from Bunnings for your hot water pipes. Put some of that in it. Okay, we'll check some currents here. Let's see how much current this thing's pulling. Go on the active. I like it. Just clamp around the active wire. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we're pulling here. 2.3 amps. Seems a little high. 2.3 amps. That sounds a little abnormal. Yeah, I reckon there's something wrong with that motor. That's pulling a little bit too much. There's something bizarre going on in there. It just doesn't want to motor properly, not running smoothly. There's like a magnetic friggin' flux or slippage or something going on in that compressor, in that motor. And that's pulling a little excess current. It should be around 1 amp or so. I might have to change that compressor. That's most of that rattle's coming from. That's not good. Strange. Very strange. That's odd. Run up someone's power bill, it'll work fine, but just run up someone's power bill, they'll abnormally high. Maybe I have to change this compressor. Maybe. Just feels not getting normally hot though. That's just heat rejection from the gas refrigeration. Bizarre, 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 bizarre. Look at this thing rattling away, Jesus. Anyway, see how long it lasts. Anyway, thanks for watching.